Now, I just thought I'd create a quick video on something I've been working on over the last few weekends. This is in fact a Cisco Spark mirror. As the name suggests, it's a combination of both Cisco Spark and a mirror itself. So let's take a closer look at what it is I'm talking about here. So if I pull you in closer here, what you'll see here is a pretty standard mirror, but what I have here is information superimposed over the top of it. So things like up the very top left hand side here, I have the date and the time. Across to the top right hand side here, I've got the weather. This is in fact pulling it from a internet source, so all this is in real time, along with the 5-day weather forecast. Down the very bottom here, we just have some scrolling messages pop through over the course of the day, just encouraging messages and the like. But the key thing I wanted to talk about here is this middle part here, which is all about pulling information straight out of a Cisco Spark room here. So this room here is in fact the Australia-New Zealand collaboration Spark room here. You'll see in the middle here, we have messages posted straight from the Spark room, and the mirror is now showing all that. I have up to 12 messages here. That's all configurable. I just left it at 12 to keep it easily laid out on the mirror itself. Then over on the left hand side here, you'll see the names of the people that have actually posted the message itself here. So quite useful and powerful information all shown here on the mirror itself. One of the other things that I've incorporated into the mirror is an ability to use the iBeacon technology. And so what we have here is the mirror actually has a iBeacon transmitter, and as I approach the mirror, what it does in conjunction with the app that I've written, it will detect that, and as I get to within about a foot or 2 feet, my app changes to blue to show a connection there. And you would have also noticed that the Spark room changed to the desired Spark room based on the app that I wrote and the user's specification of what room it is that they want. And so as you can see here, as long as I remain within a close distance to the mirror, the contents of my Spark room shows up on that mirror. And then once it's time to move on, what I can then do is I just move away from that mirror. You'll see the app changes to red. And now what happens is the Spark room will go back to the original room that was specified. Well, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting. I certainly foresee there to be a few scenarios where this might make sense, particularly in retail, around the clothing lines and various things where you might see these in various stores, and really anywhere where there's a mirror. So even things like elevators might make sense where you might have information posted to that. But my real intent of this video is less around that, but more around encouraging people to think about the Spark APIs, not just in the context of software, where you're putting Spark messages into some application, but also into hardware, where we might have capabilities like this, or certainly very different, where information is fed to that device and it then goes on and performs some function. So thank you very much for watching. At the very end, I've got a link that I encourage you to go to. I'll actually walk through and show you how I've made all of this, what's driving the engine behind all of this, and I certainly encourage any sort of commentary, any feedback you have. We'd love to hear from you. Again, I'll share my Spark address in this video and encourage you to reach out to me. So once again, thanks very much for your time.